Greetings, I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and today I'd like to discuss with you your higher self. I had a wonderful discussion or channeling session this morning, as I like to do in the morning to early morning times with my angelic committee. And those of you who may not be aware, when I say angelic committee, I'm referring to those that I communicate and channel. And in this angelic committee includes, of course, God, Creator, the angels, all the ascended masters, light beings, which we want to call, whether they're alien or star teachers, the intergalactic council of light, and they're light beings. So it's a combination of so many. I don't want to say individuals because they're souls and everyone's connected, but these very powerful beings sitting in my angelic committee in this circle. And we were discussing today, talking about the higher self and talking just about that. Who's on my guide committee or my angelic committee? And who's on your sacred circle and your committee, your guides, or however you want to call them, God, angels, guides, whatever you refer to for those that you are communicating with, because it's very important. You should know who you are communicating with, and always make sure you are asking for, commanding that you are communicating and channeling those that are for your highest and greatest only, and also for humanity's highest and greatest as well. All right, so it's very important to know that. And the names of who you are communicating with, I'm not a name person. Name to me are labels, and I'm not into labels. So I've never, ever since I was a child, communicating with angels and these light beings, or star teachers, if you will, there was never a name. I never asked them what their name was. We always just recognize each other from our energy. And I could meet you on the streets today. You could tell me your name, and I'll forget your name probably a half hour after we walk away or done with our conversation. But I will never forget your energy. All right. And so it's just, I've never resonated with the whole name labeling thing ever since a child, and that hasn't left me. That the focus is energy. Now, interestingly enough, in talking about who's on the angelic committee, and the reason why I bring this up is because I realized this morning in this conversation that my higher self is also on this committee, is on my sacred circle. What? Your higher self. Absolutely. We've all heard that this is our physical body, but we also have a light body, part of ourselves. And this is who our soul recognizes. Absolutely, our soul recognizes this individual. Maybe it's who we search for, not realizing. We are searching for externally that higher self, that higher version of ourselves. And we misunderstand that and take it as somebody I got to be in a relationship with, as far as romantically, or a partner. So then they go in with the whole soulmates and just the twin flame type of thing. And just bottom line, who we really are searching for is truly that other part of ourselves, which is our higher self. So of course it makes sense. Our higher self is giving us wisdom and guidance as well. I find that my higher self knows me and knows you. Your higher self knows you so well, and knows how to communicate with you when other beings might not. I don't want to say that they can't communicate with you, but they might not be getting in, right? They might not be making sense to you, but your higher self always will know how to communicate with you. will always be gentle when you need it, will give you that swift kick in the butt. That's the big difference. Is it's very easy for my angelic committee to show me the love and the compassion and the wisdom and when they share all of that. But sometimes when I need that swift kick in the butt, I was always wondering, who is that? Where's that from? Because they know me so well. I thought it has to be a guide. It has to be somebody that's had a life on this earth plane who understands that. No, guess what? It's my higher self. Knowing, of course, who I am. Could they come across with the same characters, whether it's a sense of humor when I need it, or like I said, that stern guidance. No, let's do this. Anyway, it's very interesting communicating with our higher self. And you need to have an open mind with this, but it really does make sense. It really does. And this is the let's say the old school, mystery school type of know thyself. That is so true. It's not here in the mind. It's in the Sacred Heart Center. That's where that cosmic knowledge lies when we're talking with our angelic committees or those on our sacred circle. And it's so profound. I sometimes have a hard time with words, especially this morning, and realizing, well, it's like I knew this in my soul, but I think it's the mind that goes, the mind is finally on board with it. The mind finally gets it. Because our minds are designed to label and file any information that's coming in. So think of it like I know a computer or a very complex filing system where it has to label in order to file it away so that it can recall later. And that works for our mind. But we should never live that way from an aspect of being. That's not who we really are. And that's where we go drop from our mind, stop, drop in love, get back to that Sacred Heart Center, and to know who we truly are. And it's way beyond labels, way beyond anything that this physical mind only has the information from your birth, from when you were put into this body to now. But who holds the timeless records of who you are is in your soul, your Sacred Heart Center, and right the chakra that's right in the center of your chest. So that is where your command center is, and that's where you will find your higher self. So I hope that helps you, and know that yes, you really are, have a great conversation and communication with you, yourself, and I. That term, it's kind of funny, it's silly, but it's absolutely true. Talking to yourself, absolutely, you're talking to your higher self. It's beautiful. All the support that we have in our ascension process to ascend, to get back into the upper vibrations and the upper dimensions and those upper frequencies where we were divinely designed. And so we have so many people physical and on all dimensions, let me say that, and so many vibrations and so many different energies. We have so many beings helping us in this ascension process. So remember to stay grounded. Remember to stay connected with Earth, with Lady Gaia, with Mother Nature. As during this ascension process, it's very important because we're like this beautiful tree of life where our roots are into this earth, but we are multidimensional. I leave that with you with much love, honor, and peace, and many blessings to each of you.